What I notice is that there are some challenges in some previous decisions, especially linked to anti-corruption, whereby despite the fact that Supreme Court has settled the position, but still you will find some kind of strange cases being filed and impliedly that decision of Supreme Court being challenged. So that's why I call on anti-corruption agencies, the civil society, and critical stakeholders like Nigerian Bar Association. Let us come together to ensure that this recent decision of Supreme Court, we shouldn't allow it to be truncated by this kind of strange cases so that it will not erode the confidence of Nigerians in our justice system. So in summary, that's what I talked about.
Yes, sir. How do you manage the issue of political interferences when you are doing your investigation?
As far as we are concerned, we are doing our investigation and there is no any interference. All cases brought to us, we look at it based on law, we investigate, and where we are comfortable or we know that we have enough evidence to charge a person in court, we charge him to court. Or where we are to recover proceeds of crime, we recover proceeds of crime and move on.
Looking at capacity, now, will you say the commissioner has a capacity to cover the entire country at the local government?
That is why we need to work together with civil society and other agencies, because no single anti-corruption agency can man all local governments. And also the media too, you are part of it. So that everybody should be together so that we can be able to monitor what is happening. That is why ICPC introduced what we call corruption prevention in local government, whereby we are trying to look at 5 key thematic areas of procurement, fiscal transparency, citizen engagement, human resources, and also control of corruption. These are areas where we feel when we focus on them, we'll be able to minimize incidents of corruption at local government level. Thank you.
Conference to address the numerous challenges in local government autonomy, local government administration, local government legal reforms, and to ensure that our institutions, especially the local government, is strengthened and is made to be more accountable and more responsive and responsible in governance. There are a number of challenges arising from inefficiency, arising from corruption, arising from complete disregard to the function of local government in Nigeria, and therefore there's need to strengthen the local government system to improve on local or grassroots governance, to improve on even the quality of policies, to improve on the accountability, to improve on the projects and programs that are supposed to help, to bring about development in local government. The absence of this focus or these reforms has hindered grassroots development in Nigeria, and we believe that many Nigerians still reside at local levels, and therefore there's need to improve the quality of governance at local levels, and to also create opportunity for Nigerians to develop in terms of leadership, because once you have grassroots governance, you are likely going to have a lot of people with the required skill that can practice even democracy at state or at national level. But what you have now, you have people with emergency money taking over positions that they did not deserve because they don't have the experience, they don't have the capacity, and therefore they occupy very important positions without acting responsibly and effectively. But we believe if you develop the local governance, people can learn, people can be able to be even more professional when it comes to handling issues at the state and national levels. Therefore, it is an important task of government that will have to be institutionalized. Accountability needs to be institutionalized and mainstream. We will have reduced a lot of instances of corruption and bad governance if we have skillful and quality officials at the local government level who will now eventually be at the state level and national level. So that is why we are very much concerned that we need to do everything possible to ensure that the administrative, political, and financial autonomy of local government in Nigeria are strengthened and reforms to deliver services to the Nigerian people.
Despite the fact that those who make the submission about corruption and judiciary being the bane of local government in Nigeria are not entirely correct. I hold a different perspective. The judiciary has done its own. July 11, 2024, Supreme Court decision said give funding to local government directly to them. I don't think we will have it better than that. But the political class is where the problem lies. And we must situate that in the fact that the political elite just want to capture the local government for their own sake. Take for instance, there have been several reforms, which have not seen the light of the day. For almost 11 months now, the presidency is looking on as if that Supreme Court judgment did not exist. If not for the politics of second term, the president should have wielded the big stick and called the governors to order. Why will you be reviewing what the Supreme Court has said? Why can't we have direct funding to local government for almost 1 year after Supreme Court decision? So it's the political class that is holding the country by the jugular. And until we call them out, media, civil society, call them out to say that the stake is higher for ordinary citizens than them, they should just not roast this country. We are celebrating 26 years of uninterrupted civil rule, but we have not seen the dividends. I went to a local government school in Ibadan. Today, where are the local government schools? Where are the LA schools? Where are they? Situations where in Abuja, teachers are on strike. I don't know whether you know about it. For months, primary school teachers are on strike. So what are we talking about? We are building bridges, we are building roads, but then we don't care about what happened at the grassroots. So whoever said it's judiciary and corruption is not saying the entire truth. The challenge goes beyond the judiciary. I've given you the submission of Supreme Court. I've also told you, yes, there are corruption in the local government, but who incubates that corruption? It's the political class. Who are the one misappropriating the resources and the funds of local government? It's the political class. So until the political class have an attitudinal change and say, let's allow local governance system to exist. The Constitution says in Section 7 that the governance at local government level must be democratically done. I'm paraphrasing. It's there, black and white. The responsibility of local government is articulated in the fourth schedule of the Constitution. You had Professor Ogunyemi, abattoir, motor parks, cemetery, liquor licensing, all of that. It's all explicitly mentioned. But today what we see is that the state is encroaching or has fully encroached on the autonomy of the local government. So the impunity is what we need to break. We need to break that culture of impunity, that we cannot continue along this trajectory. All this whole idea of local government is under state. Yes, technically speaking, under, if you do classical definition of federalism, is federal and constituent, the national and the constituent unit. But then the Constitution have already said this fourth tier of government must exist. Why are we stifling them? That's the big question.